Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk about Chapter 10, Media-Centered Perspectives. And the first one I'll talk about is media ecology theory, how media and communication processes affect human perception, understanding, beliefs, and behaviors. And this was made popular or is introduced by Marshall McLuhan, who's best known for his statement that the medium is the message, which was sort of misunderstood. People thought that that meant that he didn't care about what the content was of the medium, but that's not really the case. Um, his son, after McLuhan died, his son put together this tetrad and published this tetrad to as an organizing concept for understanding the impact of technology in society. So it puts together his father's ideas, and the tetrad has four quadrants around and that apply to whatever medium you're studying, whether that be YouTube or Facebook or GPS technology or just whatever the medium is. And it's not linear. You can look at any of them at first, but it's enhance, reverse, retrieve, or obsolesce. So, um, the, a little more of a deep dive into this tetrad. Enhancement has to do with the amplification of effects with a focus on the practical. So, how has this solved problems, made things better? Basically, retrieval is maybe bringing something back that has been lost. Um, or recovery as it says of values. Obsolescence is obvious, something that it puts other things out of business. And then reversal is really interesting, that if you push it to its limits, this medium, how does it flip on its user and create new problems? So it's sort of the opposite of enhancement, um, unexpected dissatisfactions. So, for example, if you look at the cloud, the internet cloud, um, how's it enhanced? It's allowed for collaboration, access to content, storage solutions, so forth. It's made a lot of things obsolete. Like it's like how many of us have flash drives stuck in our drawers or whatever that we don't use anymore because of Google Drive or whatever. It's retrieved group work efforts, social interactions. So you can't do that on a flash drive, but you can do it on Google Drive. And then reverse, perhaps it's reversed privacy and security, um, or certainly it has. Um, Next, media logic theory focuses specifically on the ways in which the medium and its social uses influence us about how to live. I put the flip phone meme because it's like when you see somebody using a flip phone, you notice it. And some people make fun of it or whatever, but it's sort of like, oh, wow, you still use flip phone. But we take for granted smart things like smartphones and what we're doing with them, and how, if you're having an argument with somebody about something, some fact, the way to solve it is you just look at Wikipedia right away. And we take that for granted. We don't even think about the fact we're doing that. So there are all these kinds of ways in which our medium can influence us. Um, Along with inside of media logic is also commodification. Advertisements blending with programming. We saw that with ET. That was one of the first examples when Reese's Pieces showed up in a movie. Advertisement. Amplification reduction has to do with what are we shown and not shown by different forms of media. And obviously, as media has become democratized, we get to see a lot of things that we might not have seen on mainstream news or whatever, but there's still this idea of what are we shown and not shown. Social learning theory, um, Albert Bandura. I think I learned this in school of ed. Um, how we learn to believe and behave based on observation, imitation, and modeling. Sesame Street's supposed to be presenting a model for kids, something that we want them to imitate. Grand Theft Auto obviously isn't purporting to be a model, but do people learn behaviors from it? Parasocial relationship theory, put forward by Brooks. One-sided relationships, well, where one party knows a great deal about the other party, but not vice versa. Um, so, and this can be actually with real celebrities, or it can be with even characters in television shows. Like the chapter cites the way people have this relationship with characters in Friends, the television show. Finally, cultivation theory.